So the last chapter for Attack on Titan just got leaked, and spoilers, it was underwhelming. I know there are going to be multiple videos with fans discussing the ending, but I just felt the need to share my opinion. Also, I don't have any ideas for a video this week. So I want to talk about Attack on Titan's last chapter and discuss some stuff that I did not like. But anyways, this chapter started off with Eren and Armin discussing why Eren did what he did to nearly succeeding committing genocide. Armin asked Eren if his plan was to make himself the villain just so his friends could be set up as the heroes of humanity, to which Eren agreed. But when asked why he had to kill 80% of the human population, Eren's response to this is dead ass. I don't know. I just felt like it. Like, this man basically pulled the knife from Overlords, with us, the readers, being Albedo and Demiurge, not being able to understand his 1000 IQ plan, only for Eren to admit that he did not even know what he was doing other than just going with the flow. Like, really, like, I don't even know what to say about this. Like, it just seems like everything up until now was just him putting up a front. It's really weird, though. This line of dialogue could be interpreted as Eren not knowing how to distance himself from Armin and Mikasa. And if so, that's understandable, but if that isn't the case, that will be really shocking revelation. And then we go on to this really bizarre part. Like, the conversation continues with the topic of Ymir, where she just basically disappeared, and the only instance in this chapter is just Armin and Eren talking about her. Like, it was revealed that she was in love with King Fritz. With 2 panels ago, Eren talked about the king treated Ymir as a slave, killed her father, burned down her home, and cut out her tongue. Hell, that's not even the only thing. It was revealed as well that Ymir chose Mikasa for some reason to end her suffering. Like, what? Like, I guess I kind of get it. Like, I guess there's some parallels between those two, but like, it will make more sense if she chose Historia. But seriously, the only explanation for all this is just Ymir being the only one that knows about it. Like, come on. Like, what's next? Ymir's the only one that knows what's the One Piece? Like, this all seems like terrible writing. Hajime Isayama, the creator of Attack on Titan, really needed more chapters to like at least expand more on this. Like, this is like terrible writing. But really, since this is like the last chapter, I guess this is like the best we can get. Back on the topic of Mikasa, Eren revealed that he had feelings for her this entire time, and for some reason never really did anything. And despite being dead, he hopes Mikasa will never have feelings for anyone else and let Eren be the only one that she loves. Like, wow. Like the last chapter, we have Dream Eren telling Mikasa to forget about it and find someone else to be happy with. But here we have the real Eren saying the complete opposite, and whatever character development Eren had basically went down the toilet in this one page. Eren reveals that Armin won't remember this conversation till after Eren dies, and Armin actually thanks Eren for committing genocide. Like, I had to stop for a moment because, like, what? And then Eren believes that after all of this is over, Armin will be the one to save humanity, which I'm guessing is Paradise Island from the rest of the world. And legitimately, Armin's plan was to use Talk no Jutsu. Like, dead ass. After remembering this conversation, Titans no longer exist, which is kind of symbolic with the Attack on Titan ending. And at gunpoint, when trying to convince the Marlians that aliens are now regular humans, Armin spat out some facts and logics and that made the Marlians be like, shit, you right. And while I could talk about the rest of the chapter in great detail, I just wanted to skip to the part that I had the most problem with, and that's Historia. You can cut out Historia right after the entire time skip and literally nothing will change. The whole baby plotline that's been hyped up since chapter 107, with all the speculation of Eren or the random farmer being the father, literally goes nowhere. And all the conversations that Historia had with Eren just seems really unimportant in context. Like, I never seen someone get so sidelined than Historia. Well, there is also Launch from Dragon Ball Z, but we'll forget about that. But either way, like, it's so crazy that something seems so eventful just becomes so anticlimactic. It just seemed like a plot that Isayama just changed his mind about. But either way, the chapter ends with Mikasa looking at a bird that fixes her scarf, who is implied to be Eren now. And the last line of dialogue is just Mikasa thanking Eren for putting the scarf on her. And that's the last chapter of Attack on Titan. Despite all of those things that I talked about, there was some really cool moments in this chapter, like more specifically Levi looking at his dead comrade and friends one last time, as well as Jean and Connie looking at Sasha for one last time. Like, I thought that was great, but like Eren's plan just seems pretty weird to me. Like, he wanted them to be free and live long lives. But now, while the rest of the world wants to make peace with Paradise Island, it's not the same for them, seeing as the Jaegerist faction is now like training up their military and trying to make war with the rest of the world. Like, the situation really didn't change. It's just like the only thing that's changed is the factions are now like flipped. And that's already like, in my opinion, the ending of Attack on Titan was a bit lackluster and it does feel rushed. Like, I honestly believe that Isayama should have gotten like at least a couple more chapters to explain some stuff. Like, Ymir and that one weird worm thing kind of disappeared. Like, legitimately, they just disappeared. We never seen them again. We don't even know what happens to it, other than like we just assume that they're gone forever. I also find it weird that Eren's a bird now. Like, what? You can legitimately tell that to an enemy only and they would not believe you. You can actually spoil them and they would not believe you. It's kind of like JoJo. But either way, despite all this, it doesn't affect my love for this series. And while I am disappointed that a great series like Attack on Titan had an amazing run, but just to fumble it at the end, it does make me feel sad. But despite this, I will recommend Attack on Titan. I think it's still a solid series, even with this ending. And I would like to thank Hajime Isayama for creating this unique story and experience. But that'll be it, guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this ending, whether you liked it or not. I would love to hear about your opinions. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.